Hey guys, this will be the Tachikaze deck profile. This is the second deck I made because the first one, I sold it a day after I made it. This deck will be on sale on eBay, so check it out. Your starting Vanguard, you start with Dragon Egg. So when this card is put on a drop zone from rearguard, you can counterblast one and basically add this back to your hand. It's one of the main cards in this deck because this deck retires your own units. You also run one Shieldon, Ironclad Dragon's Shieldon. This deck runs two of them, these guys. Assault. These guys work together. So when this die dies, you get a call. Add this to your hand, and it's a 10k shield and a 6k booster. So you run 4 heals, 4 stand, 4 crits, and 4 draws. This is the standard trigger package. You can't run any more because these are the only one that came out in English. So you can't modify what you like. This deck needs more support. So for this deck, you run 3 perfect guards. You'll need 4 because this deck's offensive. And one of your best grade 1s, Skype Taros. You run 4 of them. So they do the same thing as Dragon Egg, except this is a 6k booster. You counterblast one, when this retires, add it to your hand. You also run 4 of the 8k beaters, Sonic Noahs. And a card that not many people like, Savage Warriors. You don't have... I run these instead of Blastosaurus. It's a red dragon card, but this card's better. This card's a 6k booster, and when one of your own units is put into the drop zone, this gains 1000 attack. So I like using this more than the Blastosaurus guy. I'll explain the Blastosaurus later. Or not Blastosaurus, Sparksaurus, sorry. So for 2s, you run 2 Assault Dragon Blytops. So when this is retired, you get to search the Shieldon guy. So it makes your opponent not want to hit it. But you can't intercept with him, because when you intercept, it goes to the Guardian Circle and it doesn't count as retiring from the rear guard. You run 1 Savage Destroyer. He's not that great. It says you have very few options. And yeah. These guys are good. You run 3 of these. They're 11k grade 2 units. When you play this card on either Vanguard or Rearguard, you have to retire one of your own units. That's the cost of his effect. But when he's the Rearguard and you boost him and he attacks, he gains extra 2000 attack. He's one of your best Rearguards, and you can do lots of combos with him. And of course you run 4 10k beaters. For your grade 3s, you run 1 Chaos Dragon Dino Chaos. He's your Superior Ride. So to Superior Ride him, you have to retire 2 of your own units from your hand and make sure you have a grade 2 Vanguard and you ride it. So the units you want to retire are either Dragon Egg, Skype Taro, or Draw Triggers. When you retire Dragon Egg or Skype Taro, you gotta add it back to your hand. And the Draw Trigger is your best unit to retire besides those other guys. So your main Vanguard you want to ride into is Tyrant Deathrex. This came out in set 1, it's the old card, but it's really good. When this unit attacks and he's the Vanguard, he gains 5000 attack by himself. But the downside is when the attack hits, or not really a downside, it's part of the deck techniques, I guess. When this attack hits, you have to choose one of your rear guards and retire it. So you choose a Dragon Egg, which is the 4k starting Vanguard, it's good when you retire Dragon Egg because it goes back to your hand, and that's a 10k shield in your hand. You run 3 Raging Dragon Blastosaurus. So this is this and Sparksaurus is the same thing. So this is a 9k grade 3. When this card is retired from rearguard, you may choose a card from your hand and discard it, and you get a Superior Call, another one of these from your deck. So with this and Tyrant Deathrex, basically you attack with this, and you attack, it hits, retire this, Superior Call another one, and attack again. That's one of the combos. Sparksaurus does the same thing, except it's a grade 1 5k booster, so it's not that good. And finally, 1 Ravenous Dragon Gigarex. This card is meh, it's not that great. The only reason I run 1 is because he looks cool. Look at him. Coolest looking one. Okay, so like I said, this deck's on sale on eBay. And next deck profile will be Shadow Paladins in Japanese. Okay, see you guys later.